welcome to my channel. Today I am so excited to reveal to you my project for the Restyling at Home challenge this year. If you missed it, I will link up here a link to the video where I explain this year's Restyling at Home challenge that we are doing instead of our traditional Restyling Exchange challenge. I'm sure if you just use your imagination, you can probably understand why we changed things up a little bit this year. So we just restyled something that of our own that we've had in our pile, in our closet, tucked back somewhere that wasn't actually getting much wear. So when I was thinking about what to make for this challenge, I actually had something else in mind that I've been meaning to do for a while. It was more of a need project than a fun project. I mean, I'm sure once I start it, it'll be fun, but I cannot get around to just doing it. And my cousin recently cleaned out her closet and sent me a bunch of items that she no longer wanted, and this off-the-shoulder Maxi white button-down dress was in it that you saw in the beginning of the video, but I'll pop another picture here so you can see. It was a fun dress. It was very comfortable. I just didn't really see myself wearing it anywhere. It was kind of a summery dress, but it had long sleeves, and if you know me at all, you know I cannot wear sleeves in the summer. This is Texas. It's very hot here. I just can't do the sleeves. So I knew that I wanted to refashion it, and with Restyling at Home, which had pretty much just started whenever I got this box, I was like, this is what I'm going to refashion. The fabric feels, it's like cotton, lightweight cotton. As you can see, what I've done is I just turned it into a maxi skirt. It was a pretty quick and easy refashion, which is another reason I picked this one over the other one, which would have been a little bit more involved. And oddly enough, I'm kind of pressed for time lately, so I wanted to do something that would be quick, easy, a palette cleanser, something to just have a little fun amidst all of the masks I've been making. I've been making masks like a crazy person, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. So the refashion overall was super easy. I tried the dress on. It was long for me as is. I'm a shorty, so I kind of pulled it up to where I thought the waist should go. And I also used the existing side seam pockets as a guide for where the waist should go as well. And that worked out pretty perfect. It is, I know you can't see my feet right now, but it is hemmed to where it's just a tad too long with sandals, but I do have the option of wearing it with heels and it not being too short. So I kind of like that about it. And then when I'm wearing it with sandals, it's kind of brushing the floor like in a hippy dippy manner. So I love that I get these pockets and I didn't really have to do anything to get them. They're just there. The dress was lined. It has two pieces. So I just cut it across where I wanted the waistband to go, and then I stitched that together, and then I cut the waistband out of the parts that I wasn't using. I kept all the original buttonholes except for the waistband. I had to cut new buttonholes, and I wanted to do, instead of like super gathered, since it's not like a very full skirt, there's not a ton of fabric here, I didn't want like a lot of bunching right in front on my stomach, so I kept this part flat, and then I just fed elastic through the back of the waistband. So it's not fully all the way to the side seam that's flat. It is just about to where, like if I had waist darts, about to where those would go, maybe a little further out. And then it has, oh no it doesn't. It doesn't have side slits, but it does have the buttons all the way down the front, which I love. I feel like button front anything is very in right now. and I thought it would be fun to jazz up the buttons a little bit. So I took off the old buttons, which were just some like brown plastic shell style buttons. And I found these lovely, adorable, bright green and gold buttons from my stash that I got, that were gifted, de-stashed to me from a designer that I used to work for when I was living in New York City. And I just love the pop of color with the white. It's amazing what a brand new set of buttons can do. I feel like that would be the easiest refashion in the world, is just updating some buttons on a plain white blouse or anything really, just to something a little funner. I almost wasn't gonna do the buttons too, and I'm so glad I did, because I feel like it really just takes the refashion to the next level and gives the skirt a whole new look, instead of like, oh, I just turned the dress into a skirt. Now it just looks like a totally different thing, which I totally am in love with. My idea for this skirt and sort of inspiration is a style arc pattern that I've had pinned in my pin board for forever. I'll be sure to pop a picture of it here and link it below. But it's a button-down sort of shirt dress looking skirt. And that was kind of like my vibe that I was going for, and that's where I got the idea to do the flat front and the gathered back. One day I'll maybe buy and actually make that pattern, but no, I have this cute thing. And one of the reasons I also wanted to refashion the dress was because it was a lot of white, and if you know me, I'm very messy, so I don't wear white very often. But I love the white skirt. I feel like it's great for summer, and also if I get sick of it, I could dye it at some point for a whole nother refashion project. So that is also always an option as well. If you made a restyling project, don't forget to share it on Instagram this weekend with the hashtag restylingathome2020. I'll be sure to link that hashtag below so you can see everyone's makes. Be sure to go check them out and show everyone some love, as we didn't get to do our usual exchange this year. We just are restyling our own garments, but I think it's still been a lot of fun and exciting to see what everyone has made. Thank you so much for watching this video with me, and happy sewing!